the media has lied to you about Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, for his career, has averaged 35 and 11 rebounds throughout. Those are his career averages. What the media won't tell you about Joel Embiid that not a consistent player. He's barely healthy. Well, for a part of his career is true, but when he is, he's reliable, and people often forget how good Joel Embiid is throughout his career. It's always the notion that he's never healthy, he's never available for his team. But when he is available for his team always manages to let him down. When Joel Embiid was healthy in 2021, the 2020-2021 season, who sold him then? Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid was having a career breakout year, and Ben Simmons did. He was scared to lay the ball up. Though 2021-2022, that was the most games he's ever played. He's played 68 games in that season, but they couldn't get it done there because the team was injured, and Maxey was coming off his best year, and Harden was injured, but he ended up getting injured in playoffs. So how can you really put all of the notion on him when the team hasn't been stable throughout his career? This year, I feel like this will probably be his best chance when he returns, but who knows when he's going to return. He said he's not playing back-to-backs yet. The media has a notion that he should just retire, which is far from the truth. It's probably a dumb analogy if you really want to think about it. But Joel Embiid is one of the best big men to ever do it. Even though he's only played a total of 433 games throughout his 8-year career, he's still one of the greatest with his numbers. Imagine if he had the roster around him consistently. He didn't have to keep changing rosters, keep flipping rosters, and actually had a potential team, could build a dynasty like the Celtics probably have built over the last couple of years this season, as Brad Stevens being a great GM for the Celtics. So hopefully Daryl Morey put this team around Joel Embiid so he can succeed in the future. But Joel Embiid is compared to Jokic often, and I get it why people say Jokic is better, because I guess Jokic is more reliable, or not reliable. Jokic is healthy. Jokic stays healthy, even though Jokic's body is not as in shape as Embiid's. He always manages to play more games than Embiid for the last 8 seasons. But when Embiid is healthy, Embiid usually dominates Jokic when they go head to head, and it's not really close either. Last year, I'm pretty sure Embiid dropped 50 and 15 on Jokic's head, if I'm not mistaken. Jokic came back, blah blah blah, but Embiid is often forgotten about when we talk about NBA greats, which should not be the case at all, because right now, at this moment, in my opinion, Joel Embiid is a top 75 or top 65 player of all time. That's my opinion, even though he doesn't have that many games to outlaw it or whatever the case the media claims to be. But when he is available, like I just said, the numbers don't lie. The only thing he's missing is the accolades, but he has one MVP now. I can't say that he has no accolades at all. But he's never reached the conference finals, which I guess that's on him because he's always been the best player. But not everything could fall on the best player when your team is consistently letting you down. Sometimes he did let his team down, but often, majority of the case in the playoffs, it has been the team around him. It hasn't been Joel Embiid failing to live up to expectations. In the playoffs in 2019, that was his best chance to reach the conference finals. In 2019, the year the Raptors won, I feel like the Sixers could have won the chip too. Meaning that if KD and Clay got hurt like that, and it was the 76ers in that position instead of the Raptors, the 76ers could have a ring, and Joel Embiid's career would be dramatically different than it is right now. Because people's opinion about Joel Embiid right now is that he's not a winner, which I guess you can make that statement because He's technically not, but I just feel like that's a unfair argument to put against him, that he's not a winner, because it's a team game at the end of the day. I get it. It's the best player, like I said, but Joel Embiid, I just feel like he's treated unfairly than all the rest of the players, because he's often notioned as someone similar to Kawhi Leonard, which I feel like Kawhi is unfairly treated. But I'm not going to even go there, because the media likes to portray opinions to get NBA fans to disagree and have the same takes as them, which they're not even thinking about basketball at this point. They're just trying to push their own agenda onto the public. So yeah, that's my opinion on Joel Embiid.